So we're talking, we're in our stance. I'm gonna get, like, I can have the grip. Okay, I'm gonna pull collar and make him step. Look, I can put the pattern here, there I can make the step, look, pull and pivot, right? I'm looking for this trap. Right now we won't have the guys holding just so he doesn't get confused. You just kind of do whatever, okay? Look, I'm looking for pulling and stepping the foot back to create a gap. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Pop, there's what I'm looking for. Once I pattern and I know I can make that happen. Okay, I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to step back in and drive. The exact same thing we've been doing. Here I'm driving. I'm going to scoop, and let's do this way. We've talked about we can just trip. Sometimes we can just lift and he's going to fall down, right? Sometimes I can trip him this way to make him fall. We did where we can grab like the cradle. So now we're going to go where I step in front. Okay, and I'm going to hold tight here. Remember, I don't want to be down here. I'm scooping, I'm holding tight, I've secured the leg. I'm going to step in front of his foot and I'm going to like bow down. Here. Okay? And so now, he's going to, most of the time, I think it's that he can try and recover his guard. Hold on, back up, back up, back up. So we end in this position, right? Here, I want to pass. For now, I'm going to go first since we're good at this pass. Look, I'm going to drop. Here, leg release, right? I start heavy. Remember, I've got my shoulder pressure. I'm collecting the legs, sealing this up. Shoulder here on like the IT band. Here, running the circle, going to side control. And that's all we'll do. There's lots of different ways you can finish this. We're just gonna start there, okay? So here, I'm pulling and stepping, then I double. So I pattern him, and then look, once I know he's gonna step, I'm gonna double back. I step and look, I step back into it. Head up. Remember, I don't want my head down. I don't need to drop to my leg or to my knee. And just here, look, I'm driving into him, head up, hips underneath me, and I just make my hands like this, run, scoop, okay, end of the lever, I'm controlling him here, off balancing, I'm looking to step in front of the foot, here, I'm pressuring down, and look, going with him, drop the hand in, collapse the space. I'm running, I can grab the head, remember there's like millions of grips here, I can reach to the collar and pull him in, I can cup over the head and pull him in. I can cross face him away. I can use my face and my chest to steamroll him. Right? I can grab over the back. It's just like kind of what is he allowing me to do. If he's coming close, I can cradle and stretch. Okay, I'm trying to, get past the legs, securing the side control position. Okay? This guy has different options and it really dictates what my gripping strategy is. If I'm just pulling like this, to me, it doesn't really look, all I'm doing is using my arms. Remember, I need to use my whole body. So I think I didn't really cover it. When I'm pulling, look, I'm doing this motion where I pull and pivot. Okay, I think like in basketball, once you start to stop dribbling, you can do this, right? Okay, I'm gonna do that, but look at my motion. I'm here, collar and sleeve. And when I pull, I don't just pull with my arm. Look what I do. I take my leg away and almost pull my hand over where my leg was. So here's one way it's gonna look. Look, if I'm doing it wrong, I'm doing this, I'm like, God, I'm pulling super hard, right? And he's not moving. You see he's not moving. Look. You see how I can, I'm shuffling, and then when I actually try to pull up, I step. You see my footwork? If I feel off balance, it's like a little stutter step, I'll step out, pull, right? If I'm just here and I feel like I'm gonna be off balance, look, I'll prep the step. It's almost a jump, you see? Try that, and it's gonna make it easier. Then do it a couple times. You won't just go and I'm like, oh, go. You build patterns on people. In boxing, what do you do with your gap? Build a pattern, right?
Yeah, right.
See how he's gonna defend. I know how he's gonna defend once I do it a couple times. Maybe I do something else for a second so he forgets, but I still know how he's gonna defend. It's gonna be the same, right? Well, then I go. Make sense? So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're here. Remember, I have the collar grip. I'm going to use my footwork to pull. I pull. And I think I do make like a little level change. When I'm coming in, I don't want to be looking outside. Okay, I think I've noticed when people look outside, and I mean here, when they step, their head goes there, right? If I look like here and I'm looking more inside, look, when I step, my head's going to be more here. So think about that. I'm not looking behind him. I'm looking like at him. I'm looking at his chest, my head goes here, maybe it's turned a little bit, okay, and then like if I'm a little low, look, I'm almost pushing up and driving. I see a lot of people still stopping here and fighting the leg here and waiting. Look, you've got to believe in the movement to lift the weight off the leg. Look, it comes to me. Okay, and I get to here. So just start really like going slow and feeling it. Okay, I'm gonna take him down. I'm gonna run here and get to the side control. Okay, I'm in this position. Whatever kind of position, side control position you have, seal up the position first. Don't start the submission without solidifying the position. Then look, I'm gonna just come out. I'm gonna find the wrist. Okay, I've got the wrist. I go like here, if it's right here, turn it over. And then my next focus is putting this elbow by his ear or on the floor next to his neck. This other hand's just waiting, right? It's already here waiting right where it needs to be. I'm gonna put my elbow here, and then I'm gonna worry about pushing this down, okay? Versus pushing this down first, I think it's harder. I'm here, look, I get to here, and then I'm gonna reverse motorcycle both hands. Okay, I'm reverse motorcycling both hands, right? See, it kind of goes up. I'm then pushing down and lifting a little bit if I need to. Okay, a lot of times it's just going to be tight here. Look, when I do this, right now the fulcrum is low. When I do this, you see it makes it high. Okay, then from here he's going to try and straighten his arm. When he straightens, just relax, just go slow motion. Okay, look, when he straightens, look what I'm doing. Do you see my body's moving? Okay, I don't want to try and hold it here because I'm kind of letting him straighten it, right? I don't want to stay back here and then let him go ahead and start to straighten. You see the difference? My arm's moving versus I'm following. I follow, okay? I'm still heavy on you, right? Mm-hmm. You see I went from my knees, I start to sink my hips. Okay, now look, I'm looking to feel the elbow. I'm sliding out. You see the natural motion of him straightening his arm, straighten your arm. You see what his thumb does? Go back, straighten your arm. His thumb's gonna go up, so I'm gonna let it go up. I'm not going to hold it really tight so it can't go up because I want it to go up. Look, I let him do what he wants to do, and then I stop it. Okay? Now, and look, if I'm like this kind of grip, I can't stop it. Look, I just need to go. Here, I'm like deep, does this make sense? Curling around it. Now look, I want to create this big platform, straighten it. There, I'm making it high. If it's low, look, it bottoms out. So I can build the platform, look, going up on my own. Go back. Here, he straightens. Look, there's the platform. You see I make it tall. If it's here, I'm not gonna finish it, right? So what I'm trying to feel is, I'm feeling this feeling and I can feel there's his elbow, right? As it straightens, I feel with this to where his elbow is. I follow it out and I'm feeling, and I feel where it is, right? It's right there. Look, Here, look, I'm raising the platform, letting the elbow go up, and then right when it's thumbs up and I have the platform high, I push down, okay? Sometimes you're gonna catch it here, if you can catch it right in the right spot. If not, he's got choices. How does he defend from here? He turns back up, or he turns back down. I miss it there, he turns down, look, scoop. You see I'm controlling here, under, okay? Then this hand's gonna come out and look for the other hand. I put my elbow down, I rotate the wrist now. Regular motorcycle, it's the inverse. And then look, I'm going to, instead of like, before I needed, people would always run it where they step over. Totally allowed, right? I need this space to push through. If he's on the floor, I don't have the space to push through at that angle. So I can change the angle of him and me, or I can change the angle of his arm by doing this. Bringing it up, and look, turning it away, lift, okay? If he turns back up, look, arm bar, then he has the option to try and go back up. Look, I'm gonna use my head to kind of start sealing off his options. Do you see what I'm doing? He can't bring his arm all the way back in because my head is in the way. And you see my hands? Turn your arm down or up. Right, I start to isolate it out. Now he starts to like, I eat up the space in his options. His option at first was this whole 180-degree range. And as I start isolating it, now he has about this much of the pie to work on. And I just start trying to be faster than him, switching back and forth between the two. Key lock, arm bar, Kimura. Okay? Single. Take down. Leg release. Pass. Secure the position. Okay? His hands are in front. here. Sometimes, maybe he doesn't have his hand in front. He's gonna have his hand there. Eventually, you want to push away from me, right? I used to call Sears portrait. You know those like 80s pictures with the carpet or fur and like. So here it is, underhook, wrist, curl, he straightens, follow, try to get the arm bar, but remember he's got choices, backing up, go the other top side, back into the move he just tried to escape. He goes back again, trying to go, now he like decides to turn the other way. Look, especially, look, I can start to block it down here where he never gets it really in. Scoop, here, catch. Rotate, bring it back up, lift. I think it's just rocking on my elbows, creating angles. So think here. This one's gonna definitely be down. This one can start to lift up. In the center, both are down. The center part lifts up. On the bottom end, look. This elbow goes down, the top side elbow, start to come up, back down, right? And I start like limiting this range. Where are you gonna go now? Okay, so I'm just like sealing off. Remember, I don't want to be butt high and too far this way where he can roll me. Anytime I feel off balance on this plane, look, number one is just staying on top. You can always redo stuff later. Look, oh, you stop to think about, right? So there's like, you start just like I'm sitting here isolating things, I'm doing here. There's way other things. We did this one last week, right? So we'll work on that little series. This guy needs to move his arm a little, right? We're gonna do it in like unison. So when I take him down, here, bring your hand in, key lock. He taps really quick, straightens. Arm bar, taps, turns down. Sealing off, remember, I don't go like this, because look, I lose control of the arm. When I'm switching, he's turned down, look, scoop, underneath. Right? Because I have his arm still. Switch. You see how I'm kind of blocking? Catch, reverse motorcycle, elbow to the ground, bring it up. He turns back up now. Okay, let's go. When we're here and we're doing a motorcycle drift, right? I'm trying to, like if his hand is like this, it can go pretty high and it doesn't hurt as much, right? That doesn't hurt as much. Okay, I want to rotate so his palm faces that wall. If I hold here, just keep your hand however you would keep it. It's like, to me, it's hard maybe to rotate here. It's like the grip, especially be sweaty, is hard for me to get the good rotation and hold it. So look, you see this part? Look like it's like a little grip, right? A bicycle grip, comfort grip. Look, grab, look at this. A lot different, right?
Yes.
Then look, don't bend it. Old school is bent, right? Old school is bent. It's not wrong, it's just different. Look, this is the old school way to finish the Kimura. Everyone learned this way, right? You learn this way, you learn this way. Okay, it's just a different version of it. Look, it stays straight. I bring it up to the T and lift. It can be really anywhere, but when I'm trying to move the arm like this, you see how I can move my arm, even without him. You see? But if I put all my weight on him and then I try to move him, it's like, does that make sense? I put my weight on it, it's heavy here, and then I want to slide my arms. I can't because they're heavy. But look, I can make them light by just doing this. You see? Did you see that?
Yes.
It was like, I just put my weight on him. You felt it, right?
I felt she just doubled her weight.
Here, right now the weight is all on my forearms and carrying my weight, okay? If I just do this, way heavier, right? I didn't do anything. I just stopped doing a push-up. I stopped planking, which is less work for me. Right? When I'm here, if I move forward, so I assume my weight won't here. I think is what you guys think. You put your weight here because I move forward. But then look, I can't, I'm like, oh God. You're not like resisting the pull, right? It's like I'm sticking my own move. So think about this. If you ever feel like this is hard to move, look, do this. Now, you see? My weight isn't on my elbows, okay? Just think about that. Think all your weight here. So when you're chasing, I'm telling you guys, oh, it's okay to move this way, right? But everyone tells you you need to be chest to chest to be in balance, right? That's the kind of the standard thing is if my sternum is across their sternum, I have like this good pressure and I'm in balance, right? But if I move forward, then I start to think, oh, I'm inherently out of balance, but that's not true, okay? If I think all my weight pressure has to stay in my chest, then yeah, that's absolutely true. It's kind of like what I was talking about before. Now all my weight is off you, right? Do you feel that, Garrick? Right? All my weight is about here because I put it there in my chest. I can stay in the same position and move my weight back by doing this. I'm still really far up on him, right? But is my weight different? Yeah. I moved it to my hips, right? Look. Weight forward, you feel?
Shoulder.
On your shoulder a little, look, sinking back. If he tries to push into me when all my weight's back, I'm losing, so I push it forward again. Then if he tries to push me this way, the other way, look, I sink it back again. I never completely get up, okay? I never compensate too much. It's like mini hipping down, mini chest this way. It's micro adjustments, right? It's micro adjustments, always making sure wherever my weight is, it's directly over him. If it's my hip, and I'm way out here, get out. Here, so look, but I'm not like stuck on the floor anywhere, I'm just stuck to him. So start to play, it's like these little games of like adjusting. If I move forward this way, then I need more weight here. If I move back this way, then I need less weight here, more weight here. So it's like an engineer physics problem. Think of it like that. Tomorrow, we got to all of this, right? And now, it doesn't work. Sometimes stuff just doesn't work. It's just the way it is. Look, I'm gonna start to run my body around. I'm gonna keep the grip, and I'm gonna sit here. Okay, look, all my weight on your shoulder, right? Okay, you see, look at this. Okay, if you start to come out, look, bend your arm, just relax it, just relax it, just relax it. You start to roll away. Roll, 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 roll. You see, they do all of this stuff. Ed does all that stuff, right? Everyone does that. You're just running that grip. Okay, so one more time. We'll just do real quick. We'll start in this position. Which arm? Ian. Young guy. Tomorrow. Maybe I have this grip. I don't feel comfortable. I can't rotate, whatever. Keep it bent. Look. Walking, I'm never lifting my weight up. Look, smushing. Still smushing, Ian?
Yep.
Still smushing?
Yep.
Look, my hip's on his face right now. Right when my hip goes off his face, you see I start to switch it through? Look, all my weight on your shoulder. Move, Ian.
I can't.
Go.